Evening baseball on tap in Northern California and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Scott Kazmir, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Now at the plate, Elvis Andrus. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Elvis Andrus.
First offering on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning-opening base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. Still even at 2-2. Andrus aboard here at first with nobody out. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this game.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
So 1-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Lowry on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rangers on top here, 1-0. Ready now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Shields is there. Makes the play. 1 away.
Right fielder.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Softly hit out to short. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Batting third.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's gone 2 for 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chu coming on, but this will land out there just foul. Hamels is ready. Here's the 0-2. Bouncer up the middle. There is Andrus. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're on the short end of a 1-0. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. That misses. 1-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. Davis ranges into foul territory as he makes the catch out near the wall for out number 1.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Here's Villar out there at shortstop. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Settling in now, Rougned Odor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
The 1-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Stepping in now, Ryan Rua. And a ball 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Odor stands at second with 2 gone. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Danger reversed. Here's Chris Davis now. He went deep last night twice.
Left fielder, Brett.
Time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Tommy Joseph. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is DeShields. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Trace Thompson digs in. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball.
2 out, nobody on. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Hamels has his sign. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Back up the middle. And that will be the first hit for the Athletics thus far. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, this was a good start from the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
The 1-0. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Beltre has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off protected. Shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Andrews.
A tough sinker on the inside corner. Andrews playing here in his age 29 season. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Hit back toward the mound. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Andrews gets his lead at first, nobody out. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Riding in once again, Adrian Beltre. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
This one's down to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rangers go down quickly there, but they lead it 1-0. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Previously against Cole Hamels, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. Looking at his career totals, Lucroy has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Strikes to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Under it is Chu as he takes it in for the first out. In now, Matt Chapman. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. 1 out, nobody on. Ooh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. The 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Adore with the bare hand. How about that? Digging in to try it again. Jonathan Villar flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-0 on the way. The bouncer to the left side. Beltre has to hurry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. And he's got himself a...
Here's Joey Gallo now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Gallo absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days. Joseph is under it. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Rangers.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Chirinos comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Bases are empty, one man out. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box now, Shin-Soo Choo. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Grounded foul off to the right. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, but they're on top 1-0. Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
The left fielder, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hamels peers in. First pitch on the way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Davis
sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And that misses, so after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the 3rd hitter here. 3-2 pitch. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The short hit hard. Andrus has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're down 1-0. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Nomar Mazara. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Thompson's on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the 1st out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Rougned Odor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
In there, 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thompson's on the move. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan Rua.
So next to the plate for Texas, Ryan Rua. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Misses. Ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Popped him up. Joseph in foul ground, and that retires the side. Rangers set down in order. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes to Shields. Still ranging back. And it's gone. Tommy Joseph leads the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him. And the A's are back to even now. It's one apiece.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Now batting,
Trace Thompson digs in. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Drilled to the left side. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Matt Olson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball.
The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Two out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Hamels comes set. Here's the 0-1. And this one gets away. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Two and 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Lucroy, the runner at first with 2 gone. Curveball that time, not even close.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Through 5 innings, all tied at 1-1. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Davis.
A range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Ready once again, Delino DeShields. He was a double play victim last time around. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And that one got a piece of him. So a runner at first now with 1 away and set to stand in. A guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. And Beltre's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1-0 the count. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Chirinos. And their runners at the corners now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Here it comes on 0-2. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Lowry relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. A bouncer to the left side. And Beltre throws on to first for the out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Andrus gets down and dirty. Touche, sir.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ballgame. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Popped him up. Chu on the run. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here's another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hamels is ready. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Here's the pitch. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Striding in once again, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Chu on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. The A's strand 1. They're down 2-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ryan Butcher is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And he'll step off and try and reset. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Chu on at first, nobody out. And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Daniel Kalun comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Count now a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Odor now, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind an account, 2-0.
Runners going. Left side, but well foul. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer to the left side.
Chapman has it cleanly.
The second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. The 4th they've hit into tonight. My word. And that one ends the inning. Matt Bush gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Tommy Joseph will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First delivery to him on the way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
0-1, here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Gallo in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in once again, Trace Thompson. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street. Bush, a California native, actually. He was a first-round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Here's a high pop-up. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Your attention, please.
Ready for another chance? Matt Olson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Beltre is over to take a look. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go. Ready for another shot now. Ryan Rua will start us off in the 8th.
Left fielder, Ryan Rua.
Liam Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Liam
Here's
Hendricks.
the first pitch to him. Fastball that just misses inside. There's a hard hit ball out to left center, and it'll be over the head of the shortstop VR. It's a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's got 1 hit in 16 tries. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. 1 out.
Up next for the Rangers, center fielder.
So next to the plate for Texas, Delino DeShields. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Rua stands at first with 1 out. This one's down to third. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Beltre. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Under it, VR, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Rangers,
Digging in to try it again, Joey Gallo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Line towards center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. They lead it 2-1. Jose Leclerc will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. A fly out and a single for him so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-0 home. Grounded back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
up next for Oakland, third
So that
baseman,
brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
The batter, number 5.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Rua will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Stephen Piscotty. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Matt Joyce will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Matt Joyce.
Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Look out. 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Chad Pinder will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. But fastball inside, ball 1. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with that, the side is retired. Matt Joyce will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Chad Pinder will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Matt Joyce.
Up next for the Rangers, Robinson Chirinos, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Look out as his bat shatters on impact. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
1-0.
1-0 pitch on the way. Down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Chu leads off first with one away. On the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. On to first, and you guessed it, another double play. Their fifth of the ball game so far, and this one ends the inning. Nothing more in the Texas half of the ninth. Last chance now for the A's. They trail here 2-1. Keone Kela comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Here's Chris Davis now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away.
Now back. Third baseman.
Digging in now, Tommy Joseph. He went deep back in the fifth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, two away.
Now back.
So digging in now, Trace Thompson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. Cole Hamels in line for the victory, showed the lead hold. 0-1 pitch on its way. High pop-up. Odor is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Texas rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Paul Hamels gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Scott Kazmir pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Keone Kela records the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for a ball game.